Now we wait until it actually goes live. Oh, it is live now. Hi everyone. I had to reinstall the fucking game. That's why I'm late. I had to reinstall the fucking game from scratch. Let me make an announcement on the server. Alright. Why? I don't know, it just wouldn't boot up on my emulator. The game just refused to boot up. So I'm like, okay, let's try a different emulator. All this reading is slowly gonna heal my attention span. I had Google Play. Now I installed it on LD Player. I tried LD Player, but before LD Player I had Google Play, and that just kind of stopped working. I don't know why. Yeah, John Arknights wasn't very pleased. Oh, chat is finally showing up on the other chair. Let's watch the fucking PV while we wait for this to download. Any player better than Google Play? I don't know, man. I'm trying it out. I'm trying. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you once I have a verdict. Okay, so the PC client was cleared for release. Like, they cleared for release the fucking PC client. So there is a genuine possibility that they announce the release date tomorrow. There's a genuine chance. Anyway, did you guys see the leaks for tomorrow? The leaks? Like, apparently the 6 stars, the 6-star unit that they're gonna reveal tomorrow, apparently they all got leaked. I'm not gonna say anything because it's possible that the leak is just fake, and you know, I don't wanna spoil you people. But if the leaks are true, if the leaks happen to be true, it's going to be the most embarrassing banner that we've ever had by far. Let me remove the cursor. I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, it's been leaked a couple days ago. Ooh, we're almost done downloading. Unectis Alter. Yeah, it's a Kierag event, right? We know it's a Kierag event, and they're gonna release a fucking Unectis Alter. Do I have to put in my account? Do I have to put in my account again? Oh my god, I have to. Okay. Let me just do this real quick. Oh, where the fuck is my avatar? There I am. Let me just do this real quick. Oh, like there's chat, there's like a little chat message peeking out from the the other chair. Okay. Is the new banner the first time that all operators can be skipped? Not the first time. Definitely not the first time. We've had some turbo stinker banners before. It's nothing really new, but we don't know the kits, right? We don't know the kits of the new operators, right? We just maybe know who they are. We don't have the kits yet. There is a chance that... where the fuck is my avatar? There it is. There is a chance that they're like a super meta broken, you know? There is that chance. Let me just remove every notification ping. Hi, Spaghetti Lover. Let me just remove every notification ping real quick. Wasn't Pallas Alter? Pallas Alter? What do you mean, Pallas Alter? As if they're gonna make another event in Minos. As if there's gonna be another Minos event. Are you crazy?
I'm so glad to be home.
Are you crazy?
Doctor! Did I see a red shadow flash by?
Okay. Now, every time I reinstall the game, I have to go around and remove every little notification ping. Oh my god, okay. Who am I giving this to? Sure, Eric, you can have this one. Malkaros, you can have this one. There you go. Okay. Chat, let's do the free roll. Let's gamble just like a little bit. Let's gamble a little bit. Alright, that's poggers. That's pretty poggers. Okay. Yeah, Hypergriff just kinda forgot that Minos exists. Lazy Alter is right behind Hoshiguma Alter. Oh my god, I have the new on all of these now. Oh my god, okay. So there's Tragodia, there's Lazy Alter with IS-6, and then there's Hoshiguma Alter. That's how that works. Hoshiguma Alter skippable? Okay, so Hoshiguma Alter is really good. Alright? Oops. Is really good, right? But she's not like extremely meta-defining like fucking Tragodia or others, right? She's really, really good. Yes, I was gonna say Allora. I was gonna say Allora. She's really, really, really fucking good, but she's not absolutely meta-defining, right? So if you come out of Tragodia absolutely drained, fucking run dry by Tragodia, it's not too bad if you skip Hoshiguma. It's not too bad. X-Walter Worship 2 is good. Yeah, but X-Walter is good with everyone. But yes, X-Walter with Hoshiguma Alter is very good. Alright, let's get started on chapter 3. It's been... Oh, wait a minute, I have to open up the tier list. I have to open up the event story tier list right here. Let me resize the window real quick. Okay, so as a recap of last time, this is our current standing. Chapter 1 is mid. You know, it's kinda mid, but it's nothing special, but there were some really good moments. It's nothing special, but, you know, like the end sequence where Amiya talks to Medic, where there's the Ace flashback, where there's the confrontation with W, they're pretty good. Chapter 0 could be better. Mephisto brings it down a lot, but it's not bad overall. Chapter 2, complete snooze fest. Nothing happens. All they do in Chapter 2 is they introduce Chen, they introduce Liscarm and Franca, they introduce Texas and Exia, and that's it. You don't need an entire chapter to do that. There's just nothing here at all. Now, we're gonna read Chapter 3. Which, if I remember correctly, Chapter 3 is also just kind of a nothing burger. Yeah, the big retcon, I know, the big retcon. It's just kind of a nothing burger as well. Oh, right, to the new people, the people that weren't here last time. We have a Chen list. We have a list of every reason why Chen is unlikable. Right now, she was introduced in Chapter 2. We read Chapter 2, and the list has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items. We have found 11 reasons why Chen is unlikable, just in Chapter 2. And I feel like with Chapter 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, it's just gonna get wider and wider, you know? Yeah, let's make it 12 today. Looks like you had a rough time as well. Madame Chen, what happened here? We were ambushed by Reunion. Right, that's one thing, right? We capture Misha. Well, no, not capture. We get Misha. We give Misha to Chen. And she loses Misha immediately. Fucking 10 minutes later, she gives Misha to Reunion. She's an incompetent bum. We were caught in a whiffing assault with no reinforcements. They easily routed our forces. And Misha? She was taken away by a woman dressed in red. I really should have... Never mind. Madame Chen, why is Misha so special? If you keep hiding things from us, it's only going to be harder and harder for us to continue working together. I have no obligation to tell you. Oh my god, she's such a dick. But Rhode Island has an obligation to understand the objectives and prepare our strategies accordingly. Naturally, we'll continue to follow the LGD's instructions during our operations. However, when it comes to using the infected to fight other infected, we need all the information we can get. While you may have that information, you don't have the means of using it effectively to reduce your losses. On the other hand, we have the ability to stop Reunion, but we don't know what they're after. You sounded a bit like that doctor just now. Is that so? I think this is something that is equally important to both of us. I see. If it's because you need to ask for permission from Chief Wei... When we investigated Misha, the most prominent bit of information was that her father was one of Chernobog's most influential people. Misha's father? Naturally, we don't know much about me. We don't know how much Misha knows about Chernobog. She could know something, or she could know everything. Nobody knows, except her. We also have no idea what kind of information she might have. Since you predicted that Lungmen would be Reunion's next target, it's obvious that we have to prevent Reunion from using Chernobog. Oh yeah, there's a lot of yapping in this game, QX10. That's why we can't allow them to have Misha. Then that's why you gave Misha to them, I guess. We were aware of the fact that someone who fit our descriptions had taken refuge in Lungmen, but until you actually found her, we weren't able to verify that intel was accurate. Again, that's another thing, right? Okay, let me add that to the list, real quick. Ungrateful. Fucking Rhodes Island is doing everything. The LGD is a bunch of incompetent fucking bums that get Misha, immediately have her taken away, could not find Misha. Fucking Rhodes Island did it in an afternoon. Fucking... And she's acting all bitchy and bossy. Despite the fact that Amiya and Rhodes Island has been doing everything, literally, she hasn't done anything. Like, this attitude, right? Hold on. This bitchy attitude. I would get it if Chen was, like, actually competent. If she was, like, a character, like Dr. House, for example. A character that is a real piece of shit, but he's really competent. So you have to respect it. There is some bite behind the bark. It's not all words. With Chen, she's bitchy, she's bossy, and she's completely incompetent. The people around Chen have to keep fixing shit for her. Oh my god, she's such a bad character. If that's the case, we can't waste any more time. We have to stop Reunion and rescue Misha before they're able to take her back to Chernobog. Rhodes Island, prepare to move out. It was the LGD's responsibility to track her down, and letting Juno capture her was a dereliction of our duties. See, they're fucking offloading the job to Rhodes Island again. They're like, we can't launch a joint operation. I know it was us that failed, but you're gonna have to fix it, Amiya. You're gonna have to fix that, Amiya. Rather than launching a joint operation, we'll need Rhodes Island to eliminate other threats from Reunion. This is an order. Understood? Don't let me down. She has no right to act like this. This is such an infuriating character. And it's not even like Mephisto, right? Because with Mephisto, you can cope that, he's meant to be hated, right? He's meant for you to hate him. With Chen, until like year 3, they were trying to make her into a second protagonist. They were trying to make her another protagonist alongside Amiya. You are meant to like Chen, but she's the most unlikable piece of shit on earth. No, don't beat me. You should have thought twice before entering Lungmen. Ah! Lock them all up! Swing! They're not with this group of infected. Curses! Not with this group either. Damn it all. They retreated way too quickly. It seems that Reunion also has its own hierarchy. They just left the riffraff behind to buy them more time. It's not that they're pushing Chen, Garn. I don't think they're pushing Chen. I think the fact that Chen is like linked to Tallulah, right? They're pushing Tallulah, what they're doing now. They're pushing Tallulah to eventually release Tallulah. But if you want to go into Tallulah necessarily, you're gonna have to mention Chen as well. Holy shit, Riffraff, Balatro reference? They just left the riffraff behind to create 2 common jokers when you select a blind. To think that a single person could delay our reinforcements. Just who are they? Madame, we found some Reunion stragglers over there. Follow me. Be careful, Madame Chen. It's an ambush. Go to hell. Don't get in my way. Madame Chen, we're still on Lungmen soil. The nearby facilities can still be used, so please try not to cause too much damage. Why is she like this? Even the fucking random LGD goons have to be like, oh Chen, please don't mess everything up. And she's like, no, I'm gonna mess everything up. I'm gonna do what I want. She's a fucking whiny baby. At least don't cut these buildings to pieces. This woman, she's so hard to deal with. That's right. Hard to deal with. Foolish infected. Did you think we'd allow you filth to treat Lungmen like your personal latrine? LGD, attack! I can't explain how fucking angry reading this is making me. Madame, speak. Most of Union's forces have retreated already. Madame Chen, we're also down here. What the fuck happened? Why is every button on my emulator now? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, right mouse button clicks here. Why? Hold on. Let me fix this. Let me fix this real quick. Oh, okay. It fixed itself. It fixed itself. Never mind, it's back. What the fuck is happening? Okay, let me remove those keybinds real quick. Yeah, keyboard mapping. No, don't show the key map, don't show the key map. Okay. We're gonna have to read from the log a little bit. Okay. About those original suspects that we rounded up a few days ago, have we been able to get any information out of them? Does this crossbow look familiar to you? You're able to draw it, aren't you? What's the structure of the ammunition? How does it work? What were you doing in the slums? What were you doing in Lungmen? Nothing. They won't say a word. Or perhaps they just don't know anything. Like the other Union members we defeated, they're probably nothing more than obedient puppets. Fucking you're one to talk. Make them speak. Use any methods necessary. I want to know about their squads, their leadership, their strategies, where they're from, and what they plan to do. Get everything out of them that you can. I want everything I can get. Report back to me right away, no matter how insignificant it might seem. Roger. Oh, I'm having hiccups now. Has the LGD ever arrested Union members before? We can say for sure. In the end, it's just speculation. Get me in touch with Oshiguma. How's the Special Operation Division faring? Are they still being overwhelmed by a single infected? Reunion seems to have pulled back on their end as well. Inspector Oshiguma is worried about a possible trap and is trying to rule out all risks. Just a single person. Who the hell do they think they are, coming and going like that? You're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that, Shen. You know what? I'm gonna add that to the list. Plagiarizes Gurren Lagann without getting the significance of it. You can't say that, Shen. You don't have the dog in you to be able to say this phrase. Don't you dare stand where he stood. You should already know what your next mission is going to be, Amiya. We're going to get Misha back. Correct. This will be the joint operation. The LGD will take the lead, while Rhodes Island will be in charge of recon and assault. Your mission is complete as long as you can stall Reunion's retreat. Understood. If we're looking for the enemy, would we also risk being discovered? Right now, we also don't have enough support for our recon squad. We can't do this on our own. We should leave this to the professionals. Franca, have me get in touch with Penguin Logistics. We're going to need another favor from Exia in Texas. Like, all this, like, story is doing right now is showing Penguin Logistics as the only competent people in the verse. Like, that, I know that's not true, but, like, that's what the story is showing. It's about time you showed up, Oshiguma. Apologies, we were delayed for a long time. Any injuries? No. However, we were shocked by how strong that infected was. The Special Ops Division had already committed a lot of members to enforcing Lungmen's defense. I had to take the rest of the available members with me. Was your entire squad really held up by a single enemy? I didn't believe it either until I saw her with my own 2 eyes. That person truly was that strong. On top of that, she seemed a bit absent-minded. Anyway, about these people standing next to you, are they Rhodes Island? Madame Chen, is she? Oshiguma, an elite from the Special Operations Division. So you're the Rhodes Island that I've been hearing so much about. Such a young kid. Are you also with Rhodes Island? She's their leader. Madame Chen. Whoa. Anyway, let's cut to the small talk. Any ideas about what we do now? 2 of our special agents have located the kidnapper's location. They're tracking a reunion as we speak and can provide us with directions. Not bad. Okay, it makes sense that Penguin Logistics is better at recon and information gathering than the LGD, right? What I am saying is that so far the LGD has done nothing. They've fumbled and bossed Rhodes Island around, and that's it. Chen, I can see why they've earned your praise. What praise? These people take their work seriously. Madame Chen praised us? Yeah, what the fuck? When? Hoshiguma, gather all our squad, it's time to move out. Lead the way, Rhodes Island. Understood. As expected, Reunion left behind some scattered forces. They'll be lying in ambush on our route. Not a problem. Yes, as long as we move cautiously, we'll be able to take the initiative against them. Alright, let me see how well you fight, Rhodes Island. No, I know what they're going for, right? I know what they're going for. They're going for, oh, Chen has a soft spot deep down. She acts like a stupid bitch, but, you know, she praised you guys to Hoshiguma, like, once. Doesn't that make up for it? Doesn't that show that Chen is a layered character with many sides to her? No, she's still a bitch and I hate her. So you must be Misha. Hello? Huh? I've heard a lot about you from Skullshatterer. Now I finally get to meet you. Are you also infected? Yes, I am. Why did you join a reunion? Why? My wife, my child, they were all killed by the Chernobylians. Under Ursus, the infected were treated worse than livestock. The destruction of Chernobyl? No, that is far too light of a punishment. Do you know how much blood is on their hands? Misha, we've been feared, exploited, humiliated, and persecuted. Just because of the fact that we're infected, not for any other reason. Sorry, I got a bit heated, forget what I said. I'm gonna get heated too! Do you guys see this entire exchange? I want you guys to look at this entire exchange in any other story. In any other story, this would be setting up the fact that the government needs to be taken care of as well, that something needs to be done about the government, about Ursus, about Lungmen. In Arknights, however, they keep regurgitating this same point and they don't do anything with it. Ursus is not dealt with until chapter 16. Lungmen is retconned so that they don't have to deal with it. they retcon Lungmen. They're like, oh no, they were never that bad, you don't have to deal with them. From a fucking retcon. Ursus, you have to wait until chapter 16. So, in effect, right, this conversation, to the purposes of the narrative, is entirely worthless. You can remove this and nothing changes. It adds like layers to it. Yeah, they retconned the whole sewer slums thing. It's still shit. But the sewer retcon was 100% just because if they didn't retcon it, it would be unjustifiable to not deal with Lungmen. So as I was saying, for the purpose of the narrative, you can remove this entire scene. Like, yes, it adds depth, it adds layers to it, it shows the human side of Reunion, why they're doing this, but it goes nowhere. This is a scene that ends with itself. Everything said in this scene ends here. Yes, they retconned the sewer stuff.
Ivan, come help tend to the injured.
Coming.
We're only using this abandoned mine as a temporary base until we can reorganize and regroup. Once the time is right, we'll make our way back to Chernobog. No. I threw away that name long ago.
Why?
That person already died. Just call me Skullshatterer. Are you afraid?
Skullshatterer? Why?
You'll soon understand. After we learned that you ended up as a refugee in Lungmen, everyone volunteered to go rescue you. We've also accepted many new members there.
But you're hurting people. I don't want to do that. Why are the infected fighting each other?
An eye for an eye, as things should be. There is a saying in Ursus, welcome your kin as you would welcome the warm spring, but welcome your enemies. What's wrong? Do you know? No, you don't. When they came for me, they dragged me out of my house.
What's wrong?
I saw my mother. She grabbed my hand. You saw it too.
No.
You must have. They beat her mercilessly, but she wouldn't let go of me. She left a trail of blood in the snow as they dragged her away. If Reunion had, if the infected could have, if only, if they came sooner, none of this would have happened. We would not have had to suffer so much.
I wasn't brave enough to...
Misha, it'll be fine. It'll all be fine in the end. I don't blame you. Back then, who'd have been brave enough? But now, Reunion has given me that bravery.
Skullshatterer.
Whether or not you trust us is up to you. Even if you trust us, whether or not you join us is also up to you. But you are an infected. Reunion will definitely fight until the bitter end so that the infected can be free.
But you destroyed Chernobog. Along with countless innocents.
Innocence? Who's innocent? When Chernobog implemented the quarantine, did any of them speak out against it? When Ursus sent us to die in the mines and the frozen wastelands, did any of them do anything about it? Did any of them ever stand up for us?
I don't know.
Reunion has 2 leaders who fought for Ursus for a long time. They said that they were some in Ursus who stood against the government for the sake of the infected. But they weren't in Chernobog. Chernobog coldly turned a blind eye towards us as we died. No, they laughed as they watched us die. Chernobog deserved to be destroyed.
I met other people who were helping the infected. They...
Rhodes Island? Despite being infected, they helped the Lungmen and harmed us, didn't they?
I mean, that's true though, right? I'm gonna speak more about this. Once we finish this, but like...
They slew our comrades and decimated our brethren, didn't they?
No.
You couldn't see the truth, but it should be clear to you now. Sorry, I let my anger take over.
It's fine, I understand how you feel. You must have been suffering so much all this time.
Everyone has been through a lot. But right now, at least we have hope. Tallulah, she is the one who took charge of the infected and led the fight against the cruelty of this world. Reunion is the only hope we have.
I see, you've all suffered so much. If Reunion can really protect them all...
Of course. Just like how Reunion will protect everyone, I will protect you. I won't let anyone hurt you anymore.
Skullshatterer. Oh, I found them! Looks like they sustained some pretty serious losses. Luckily, I didn't head back to the company headquarters, otherwise I would have needed to make a long detour for this mission. Provo a predire dove vogliono scappare. Manda ogni possibile pista e le loro locazioni ad Amiga. I'll be done in a sec. Non possiamo dare a Reunion il tempo di riorganizzarsi. Let's see. Over here, like this, and that should do it. Hai finito, Exia? What do you need? How are we going to do this? Facciamo un po' di riscaldamento prima. Comincia con... how the fuck do you say centuries in Italian? How do you say centuries in Italian? Hold on. Ok. Comincia con le loro sentinelle. Okay, so that was 3-2 after, I think. Okay, so I want you guys to think about that Skullshatterer segment with Misha. Wasn't Skullshatterer 10 times more likable than anyone in the LGD? This story is written in such a way where it's building up, right? They're putting down all the building blocks to have an endgame where you apply a systematic change to the government, right? They're putting all the groundwork, all the writing to set up this story where you realize that Reunion is only defending itself against systematic oppression that doesn't make any sense. However, in reality that doesn't happen. You still side with the government. You still crush Reunion. They introduce the whole thing with Kashi and Tallulah to justify that, oh yeah, the Reunion is super evil, we gotta get rid of Reunion, right? But they don't. That's the thing, they don't. They don't learn from that. You still side from the government. There is no... Okay, Arc 2 maybe, I don't know. I'm talking about Arc 1. Everything I say is just about Arc 1. Just contained in Arc 1 because I didn't read Arc 2. So, regarding Arc 1, it's like they are building this story where Rhodes Island will apply systematic change to the government, but it just doesn't happen. It ends up being like... You know those like gay people? You know those gay people who go up to like conservatives and they're like, oh, I'm not like those other gay people. I'm not like those trans people. I'm good, right? That's what Rhodes Island feels like. That's what Rhodes Island feels like right now. There are a bunch of infected that is trying to appeal to the government by being like, oh, we're not like those infected, let me help you destroy our own kind. All it does, from a narrative perspective, is make Rhodes Island like the bad guys. Like, Rhodes Island is a force of evil. In Arc 1, Rhodes Island is not the good guys. Absolutely not. Rhodes Island in Act 1 is just dogs of the state. They are obedient lapdogs for the government. That's what Rhodes Island shows itself as in this Arc 1. And there is so many platitudes. That's the thing. There is so many platitudes. So much text is wasted on explaining this point. So much text is wasted on explaining that, yeah, Reunion is just defending itself, ultimately, and nothing gets done about it. Nothing gets done about it. Like, it's entirely useless. Kurt says, there are only 2 enemies. Get in there already. What are you so scared of? We've already lost over 20 soldiers. These 2 devils are no ordinary people. Watch your right. Dammi una mano. Keep pressuring her. I'll finish her off. That's not what I'm saying, Hardwolf 6668. That's not what I'm saying. It's not pro-government or pro-terrorism. And that's funny you say that, because the current event, Massa as Travels, Exia is literally a terrorist. Exia bombs Laterano in the new event. And she's treated as being right. So, like... Yeah, I guess if we were to rewrite Arc 1, we would be a pro-terrorist, I guess. But no, that's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was talking about. This feels like a story where you reform Reunion into something better. You make Reunion realize the error of their ways, and then you, with Reunion, you apply systematic change to the government, which is the real evil. But it just doesn't happen. Yeah, it really feels like a censorship thing. It really feels like the writers wanted that story where Rhodes Island was a terrorist against the government, but since it's a Chinese game, they couldn't. CCP pressure, there you go. Non ho il tempo di darmi da fare con quel tizio che mi sta venendo contro. You owe me a drink next time, alright? Ok, adesso sbrigati. Alright! Hey, Mr. Reunion Guy? Huh? This bullet is my gift to you. Make sure to accept it with gratitude. Bullet? What the... Took care of him for you. Grazie mille. I don't think there was that much pressure considering what they end being. I don't know what happened. Again, I haven't read Arc 2. Stop mentioning Arc 2. Fuck, I haven't read it. Stop being like... But SUPAH, you see, fucking 8 chapters and 300,000 words from now, this thing happens. Motherfucker, I'm gonna get there. I'm talking about Arc 1. You fucking moron! Oh my god! You monster! Her sword! What? That's not Texas! That's not Texas! I don't think that's Texas. You know. Scusa. A volte preferisco usarne due. By the way, this line, this one singular line, people acted like this was like proper foreshadowing for her altar. Let's be so real. People were like, oh, you know, she mentions using 2 swords one time. That means they foreshadowed the altar. No, motherfucker, be for real. Be so dead ass. Be so dead ass. We were totally in sync back there. Immagino di sì. Get back here! Adesso arriva la forza principale. Pare che abbiamo fatto un po' troppo casino e adesso abbiamo la loro attenzione. Ah, you! How can this be? What have you done? Don't take this personally. But we're on a contract, you know? When you're in a logistics business, there's nothing more important than fulfilling your contracts. Alla tua sinistra. Huh? Huh? Thanks. Per favore, copri la mia destra. Comincia a correre, dobbiamo spostarci. I make Texas sound tired because her personality is made of cardboard. I'm trying to reflect that she doesn't have a personality, but honestly, making her sound tired all the time is kinda more personality than what she really has. Exia, we're currently approaching your position. We've drawn the full attention of the enemy. The rest is up to you. Stay safe, you two. Frank, have you arrived at the destination yet? All good here. Liskarm and the other... Again, I don't think Liskarm is meant to say this, unless Liskarm is a tunie that talks to herself in the third person. Kudere archetype, that's scope. That's scope. There's a difference between Kudere and Texas. There's a difference. Okay? Fuck. Yeah, unless she's like a Pokemon or like a Chuny that speaks about herself in the third person. Hi, Shirune. We're reading chapter 3. It's been a mess so far. It's been such a mess so far. Everyone, please be on your guard. The enemy snipers may be using the landscape to conceal themselves. Make sure to mind your own positioning and prioritize the targeting the enemy snipers. Next, we'll prepare our assault. But don't overdo it, we can't put our target in danger. What? Does that mean I can't use Wishadel to nuke the entire area? No! No! Yeah, you should feel sorry for me. You should really feel sorry for me.
Look. This is the trigger. Just load the ammo like this, aim at the enemy and pull the trigger. This will launch the bullet. Then concentrate and grip the handle. Concentrate and channel your arts. This will cause the bullet to detonate. I don't know if
I can.
I know you can do this. We have a lot in common. I can feel it within you. Just picture it in your mind. Here, hold on to this Originium shard. Concentrate.
My palm feels hot.
That's right. I knew it. I knew it. Yes, Misha, you really are. You really are, my...
We have to go, Skullshatterer, hurry! We can't hold this base anymore.
What happened?
Rhodes Island is attacking. We're being rushed.
Those bastards. Don't panic. Regroup and prepare our counterattack.
Skullshatterer, I'm sure Rhodes Island will...
Well, what? You want me to have a chat with Rhodes Island?
They're surely trying to help the infected.
They killed so many of my comrades. You're really asking me to talk to them. All my comrades, they were infected too.
Bye-bye, Shiren.
Rhodes Island, those self-proclaimed saviors of the infected, what did they do to help my comrades? What did they say to you to blind you?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm getting too emotional. But one thing is certain. Reunion has finally provided a sliver of hope to the infected after all this time. But Rhodes Island, despite being infected, chose to hurt us, to slaughter us. What are they but traitors? What is here to discuss with traitors?
Are the infected doomed to always kill each other then?
Then what am I supposed to do? Should I just stand by and watch my comrades die?
You know what? This is interesting. In any other story that isn't Arc 1, in any other story, this would have been like foreshadowing. This would have been a setup for themes to explore in Chapter 7 and Chapter 8. In reality, it doesn't do that. Skullshatterer says, what am I supposed to do? I don't think the writers know either. I think the writers went into this, not even they knew what a reunion was supposed to do. They made this political conflict. They made Arc 1 around this very intricate political conflict that is very morally dubious. And I feel like they didn't have an answer. They wrote this without an answer in mind for this political dilemma. So it ended up being incredibly unsatisfying.
Don't worry. We'll protect you. You'll also have to protect yourself, though. Don't get pulled into the fighting. Please be careful.
Promise you'll come back. Just when I finally found you again.
Yeah, I'll come back for you. Then we'll go home together.
Hey there! So you need my help after all?
That's right. Actually, the situation is a bit different from what Alula told us. The enemy is more powerful than we expected. That's why you have to protect Misha.
I don't think I'm obligated to do that.
You are.
Fine, fine. However, it's not enough to just protect Misha, is it? If you fail, they'll still catch up to us.
What do you have in mind?
Skullshatterer, don't you remember what I told you before?
I do. We can turn the tables if we take out that target. Dr. SUPAH.
See, you were paying attention. All we have to do is take out their commander. Easy, right? The hooded person who's always next to that bunny girl. The person who leads Rhode Island's combat operations. If you can kill that one, bang! Just like that, their brain will be gone. Everything will be so easy after that. Okay, in retrospect, I like this. This is the first part of chapter 3 that I actually like. That W is trying to convince Reunion to kill the Doctor. She's like, yeah, this is the strategic thing to do. But we know, right? We know better that this is personal. Like, this is personal. She just wants the Doctor dead for what they did to Teresa. Like, that's personal. And that's cool. That's cool. Having that knowledge that this is personal. She's just trying to convince Skullshatterer to do this kill that ultimately is not strategic at all. It's just something personal because she wants the Doctor dead. Is really cool. We don't have many troops left and we're running out of options. There's a location near the front of the mine, so that will be great for setting up our ambush. I can't do a British accent. I can't do it at all. My casters will provide cover for you. You know what to do, don't you? I'll use my troops to throw them here. Don't miss this opportunity.
I understand. Take care of Misha for me.
Sure thing. Anyways, good luck. Can't wait for the Scottish accent when you get to the gas glow story. Wait, did we read the 3-3 after? We did read the 3-3 after, right? Okay, yes, we read this, yes, okay. Let me drink real quick. Yeah, I was gonna explain that later, random person. I'll explain that later. But yeah, the reason that the Skullshatterer has like a child-bearing hips and everything is because the next Skullshatterer is gonna be female. And they didn't want to make two sprites, so they just made one sprite that is kind of in the middle. Yeah. So what do you think about Penguin Logistics, Amelia? We're pretty good, aren't we? Yeah, you're great. Fucking way better than the LGD, that's for sure. Whoa! It feels pretty embarrassing getting complimented by a little girl. Fa attenzione a quel che dici, è il nostro cliente. È la nostra cliente. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Don't worry about it, it's you who we should be thanking. Allora, ci siamo trovati con Rhode Island. E adesso? I might need the LGD to come to a decision before I give my input. Ma veramente? Allora, gli chiederò di venire qui. The lore accurate clear was Wishadel, true. This terrain. Reunion must have lured us here on purpose. Nothing but sand and rocks in this wasteland. It's got all the markings of one of those movie showdowns. The only thing that's missing is the enemy, huh? How's you go, man? Stay here and back up Rhode Island. Very well. I'll take the LGD and change positions. If this stalemate continues, we won't be able to control Reunion's escape routes. Understood. You take care as well. Whoa, that was a really strong wind! Ah, the visibility is getting really poor too. I can barely see ahead of me. It's like reclamation algorithm. Don't go any further. Reunion might wait for us to fall into their trap before they attack again. We can't let that happen. What if you speak Cantonese for the LGD girls? I'll consider it. How about this, Amelia? Liskam and I will fight for control over the high ground around here and scout out the enemy. Until we notify you, stay in this position. Just don't rush out to us even if it looks like the fighting is getting intense, Amelia. I know, I'll make my own judgment call. Doctor, you keep an eye on her too. Have you considered being an ASMR YouTuber? No, not really. I have not considered that. We'll be in touch. The ruins are empty. The high ground is currently undefended. That's curious. Does Reunion not have any commanders? Franca, is something wrong? Those place was supposed to be easy to defend but hard to attack. There's no way that Reunion hasn't set up an ambush. Die, traitors! No sense of honor. Franca, behind you! I see Reunion forces coming up from the nearby ruins. I couldn't see her sword? How is that possible? Haha! Did you really think you could ambush us from there? Don't you think you're underestimating me? Black Steel! Fall back, hurry! I really thought there'd be more Union goons up here. I was even walking on tiptoes. Turns out they're just a bunch of cowards. How disappointing. You're going to get disappointed over that? More importantly, we have to go after them. Don't let them get away. Don't let them get away so easily. I mean, yeah, what do you think? I think it's best not to risk it. Let's let Penguin Logistics stabilize the situation before we decide on the next thing to do. Exia, can you prioritize securing the high ground? Sure thing, I'm on my way. Good, continue pressuring the enemy. Don't let Reunion stage a counterattack. Reunion sta provando a riorganizzarsi dopo aver ritirato un po'. Stanno cacciando qualcosa. Huh? Watch out! That thing! This is like the critical clip, you know, the fucking Penguin Z0 clip, where it's like, he's pulling his cock out! He's pulling his cock out! He's no ordinary thug. I never expected a Union to be working with... Could that be? Working with who? You're right. This Union soldier does look different. Could it be? Why have I been edged for like 20 text boxes? Holy fuck! Liskarm, we're currently working with the LGD. It's probably not the best time to be talking about sensitive topics. Ah, understood. I'll tell you my theory next time. Everyone, please get ready. This might be a very difficult battle. You know what, since it's like directly linked to the story, let me do this stage real quick. Let me just let me just prep the orbital cannon.
My ears are shut.
Okay, this is not an elite enemy. Like, technically speaking, this is a boss. Anyway, as you can see, I'm doing a lore accurate clear, you know, I want to be immersive, I want to immerse you guys. So, I'm doing a lore accurate clear right now. I hope you guys can appreciate the effort that I put in for these streams. No, Kami, you don't understand. The orbital strike cannon is absolutely necessary to the success of this mission. You don't understand it.
Anyone hungry?
Ah, nice weather we're having, huh? Yeah, you know, everyone knows that in lore, right, in lore, they saw the Sarkaz Centurion, and Exia was like, hey, hold on, let me call my sister real quick. Let me call Lungmen real quick. She's gonna take care of this, don't worry about it.
The road to the afterlife is crowded enough.
Oh, that was dope. The road to the afterlife is crowded enough. That was dope.
No one will find it.
Yeah, I like the part in chapter 3 where Exia's sister visited for a few minutes and then never appeared again. It was good foreshadowing. Yeah, see, this foreshadowed the Masses travels. Anyway. Oh, that's a skill too. I wanted to use the orbital cannon, but that's skill too. Oops. My bad. There you go.
There's nothing to clean up.
I just reinstalled the game. I have to like put everyone on Italian again. Hold on.
Morning, Doctor.
Oh my god, Jessica! It's all over the screen. It's all over the screen. Okay. Let me put everyone back in Italian real quick, and then we can continue. Why do I keep clicking on the skin button? Where's the original Lapland? I still have her E1. I still haven't E2 the original Lapland. It's a little sad. Can you not goon? Sorry, just what happens when I see Jessica. I'm sorry. It's like a natural reaction that I have. It's like a bodily reaction that I have when seeing Jessica. There's also the normal Texas. Why did I click on all? That's not Texas. Penance should be the last one. Yeah. Maurizio Merluzzo to get a VA. Maurizio Merluzzo should be a Sancta Mixaparato. Give him to Sancta Mixaparato. Where was I? Right. Crack. What the hell? All that for only a single reunion squad? And a really big guy. No, that was the highlight. I'm totally exhausted just from dealing with him. Impossible. How could so many infected vanish so quickly? Was that a giant guy just a diversion? Did the reunion manage to completely evacuate this area in such a short period of time? No, Madame Chen should have blocked off their escape route. Never trust Chen. If you give Chen a job to do, she's gonna be ass at it. She's gonna be a turbo dog shit at it. Alright? Never trust Chen with anything. SUPAH is actually rage baiting? What do you mean? What do you mean? Chen has done nothing but fumble so far. Literally nothing but be bossy and bitchy and then not backing it up. Not backing it up with anything. She keeps fumbling. What's up with the Chen hate? Okay. Eat some ice 179. I have a list, okay? I have a list of things Chen did. Just these 2 chapters, okay? She's bitchy, stern, hateful, unnecessarily strict, full of herself, overly confident, unwilling to accept help, prideful, changes orders on a whim without explanation to her subordinates, rude, a bad leader, an incompetent bum that immediately lost Misha upon getting her, underestimates the enemy due to pride and ignorance, and is ungrateful. Okay, if, as I said before, if Chen was competent, if they showed Chen being competent and good at her job, you could show that she has the skill to back up her bitchy attitude. But like this, she's just a bitch, she's just bossy, and she does nothing to back her up, back it up. Right now, she has done one thing, and that was keeping Misha safe. And she failed immediately within the same story node. She failed the moment she got Misha. It's embarrassing. Something isn't right about this. Weeds, ruins, sand dunes, all of which are potential spots for an ambush. But I'm not seeing anything. No footsteps, no sound of clothing brushing against plants, no smell of explosives. I can't tell what's going on. Penguin Logistics, wake up and do your job. This isn't right at all. Hush! What's that sound? Huh? It's from underground? Amiya, the noise is coming from underground! Doctor, get down now! These guys will really stop at nothing!
Huh? How did you block that? That's bullshit. How did you block that?
My Hanya is not something you can penetrate.
We'll see about that.
The temperature is rising sharply. Is he trying to detonate his staff? Doctor, run away! At a distance you'll...
It's over.
No! No! You can't! I won't let you hurt Doctor! Oh, this again. We're doing this again. Power of friendship! Friendship blast!
You are powerful, but look at you. You're so strong.
What? You're powerful, but look at you, you're so strong. What does that mean? The but would imply that, you know, you're powerful, but... This is like, you're powerful, but you're strong. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, Arknights is certainly a video game. Oh my god.
It hurts. Even though you have this kind of power, you still, in cold blood, watch your fellow infected. I can't forgive those like you.
No, don't! Yamero! Yamero! Come check out Arknights, bro. The writing is peak. The writing in question. Dr. SUPAH, I didn't mean to, The fog has dispersed. We've received the communications from the LGD. They found more reunion movements. They're currently tracking down one enemy, described as a female with white hair. Shen told me that she wanted you to, You don't look so good. Let me handle it. Well, I'll leave her to you, Dr. SUPAH. It would be ideal to leave within 5 minutes. See, Hoshiguma is likable. Hoshiguma is like way more likable. Dr. SUPAH. Are you scared? Huh? Doctor, it's not like I'm afraid or anything. Of course I'm afraid of losing you again, that's why I just didn't mean to... at least you protected me. This was my duty. This is kinda stupid, right? Because canonically they kill the infected constantly, they kill reunion members constantly. Canonically, like, why is this any different? Like, why is killing a Skullshatterer any different? They kill reunion goons all the time. This was my duty. I understand. I never believed that anything was already determined by fate. But no matter what happens, no matter what I become, I'll always protect you, Doctor. I promise. Yeah, maybe it's because it's a melee kill. Maybe that is like more impactful. Right, maybe, I don't know. No! You all go first! I need to bring Skullshatterer back! Are you insane? That's suicide! If you're going, we're all going together! Alright. I can't leave him alone out here. Let's go then. Why? Why is Reunion turning back around? What are they doing? Yeah, it's not specified if it's melee or not. Maybe this is Amelia's like first direct kill, maybe. That's why she was affected like that, maybe. Madame Oshiguma, fall back. LGD, don't panic. Prepare for enemy attack. Cover me! That woman, it's impossible. We can't get past her shield. Quick, wrap around before they have a chance to react. We have to get to Skullshatterer and bring him home. Rhodes Island, they're changing their target. Watch out. Oh no, Madame Oshiguma, watch your right. Huh? You managed to block that? That's a bit interesting. An explosion? Another reunion ambush? Not just that, of course. I'd like you to behave yourself and stay put right here. Don't you think about turning back, alright? It's... where the hell did you come from? Again, with those explosives. Amiya, I'm getting bombarded by Reunion. Their forces are currently headed your way. That shield of yours is pretty sturdy. Seems like I've gotten myself into a bit of trouble. Whatever, I'll just treat it like I'm doing Reunion a little favor. Show me something entertaining. Make sure you don't let me down. That's good that she speaks of Reunion like as something else. Because like we know that she's in Reunion, I think, just to get close to Tallulah and try to kill Tallulah. I think, question mark, I don't remember fully. But you know, she doesn't really believe in Reunion. She's only here to get close to Tallulah, so her referring to Reunion as something else is a good detail. Oh hey, Don Laffy. Show me something interesting. Make sure you don't let me down. That's the W person. Okay, nowadays with W, like, you know, in internet slang, being like a W, the W person who we saw at Chernobyl is kind of funny. W person. Could she have managed to shake off Madame Chen? That's, Amelia, that's not impressive. Fucking anyone, apparently, can shake off Madame Chen. We have yet to meet someone who can't shake off Madame Chen. Be careful of the enemy assault. We've got to help Madame Oshiguma right away. There are many more enemies hiding nearby. We won't be able to get the upper hand unless we reveal them. Doctor, please lead our squads and hold off the enemy assault. Yeah, Madame Chen is the L person, that's true. Chen is the L person. Right now, she really doesn't. Right now, as of chapter 3, Chen does not have any feats. Fall back, everyone regroup. Let them go. The enemy is going to cut off our squads at this rate. We can't afford to let that happen in case more reinforcements show up. Your Union forces are not targeting us. Our top priority is to keep our operators safe. Snipers, stop attacking the fleeing Union forces. Yeah, she has anti-feats. Her one feat is losing Misha immediately. Focus on helping Madame Oshiguma first. So annoying. Not bad, not bad. You actually managed to soak up all my attacks. I have the hiccups. But how much more can you take? That depends on how long you can survive. Chen, hurry up! Surround that woman! Oh, did the LGD come to play? Lower your weapons! We meet again, madame. You won't talk your way out of this. All that you've done to Lungmen, I'll do you twice over. Oh my, how scary. But I'm not here to play with you today. Amelia, catch. Me? This is some kind of phone? It's W speaking. Why is Amelia still highlighted? Oh my god. It's like every node, every story node, there is like at least one technical mistake. That's right, someone wants to talk to you. Huh? Anyway, that concludes my mission. Before I forget, I have something for you as well, madam. See you later. Watch out! A short-range bomb? That's cool. Hey, I got something for you, Chuckle. That's catch. And it's a pipe bomb? That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so far, W is like the best character in the chapter. No, it's a flashbang. Don't let her trick you. It's stupid. Oh, Chen! Chen! Why are you so fucking ass? Why are you so ass? Let me add that to the list. Let me add that to the list. Let W go away without opposing any resistance at all. What? Chen! God fucking damn it! You let the W person get away! She sure got out of there fast. All she needed was a momentary distraction to sleep. That's not a good thing, Chen! That's... okay, I like that this scene, right? This scene is meant to read like, oh, W is so good. She moves fast like a tiger and silent like a fart at the cinema. But what this actually reads like is that the LGD and Chen are completely incompetent. All it took was one flashbang. All it took is one flashbang, and they lost her. What do you mean? How are you so fucking ass at your job? Also, you should be careful with that thing you're holding, if it's another bomb. This seems like a regular cell phone. Except, could it be a... Hello? Moshi Moshi? Is that... Amelia? Misha! Tell me, where are you? Amelia... Prioritize treating the heavily wounded. We need a blood transfusion here. Hurry! Damn it, why? Even though we're all infected. Rhode Island, why would you do this to us? We're always abandoned from the very beginning. We have no escape, nothing at all. Don't die, don't leave me. We promised to go home together. Brother, please don't. Do you hear their voices? Reunions infected? I remember now. No, I never forgot. I just didn't want to remember. That's right. It was a reunion that destroyed my home. My father also. But we brought it upon ourselves. That year I watched my younger brother dragged away before my own eyes. He called out to me, crying my name, but I turned away and hid inside my room. When he found me again, he sacrificed so many things. Even though he still loved me, I was afraid and I ran away. But now I understand. Everything that he has done was just to give the oppressors a taste of the suffering that the infected go through every day. And now, I am one of them. It is time for me to atone for my sins. Misha, don't be rash! No matter how you treated the infected in the past, you can always change. Wait. Oh no, that was Amelia, not Misha. No matter how you treated the infected in the past, you can always change. It's no use. What can I change? Because I was one of those who turned a blind eye. After becoming an infected, I finally can see it clearly. The way normal people treated the infected is how the infected would treat normal people. Because they deserve it. No. All of this is nothing more than the weeds of evil that have sprouted from the seeds of cruelty I planted. This torment is my karmic justice. But why? Why? Why did that happen to him, even though he had done nothing wrong? All he was guilty of was suddenly coming down with the infection. He was so young. He had only started asking me for help with his homework. If only I had protected him back then. Misha, please calm down. You didn't hurt any innocents. None of this was your fault. From the very beginning, who's innocent? The only thing that's wrong is this label that the infected have been given. If this is a cycle of revenge against each other, then tell me, who was the one who set this tragedy in motion? If Ursus had never treated the infected like monsters, then what reason would anyone have to hate Ursus so much? Who ordained that the infected must suffer like this? Misha, Skullshatterer is dead. You can come back to us now, I promise we'll... Amelia, I've already found my answer. I am an infected. I stand on the side of the infected. Don't! That's right, Amelia. You're also an infected. So you should be able to understand. That's right, I'm just like you, just like everyone in Rhode Island. We all understand how you feel. But Misha, even if you accept your identity, that won't change who you are. Please wait for me, I'm coming to find you. Don't come. Misha, where are you? You're right, Mia. You're absolutely right. I was just feeling guilty. Guilty because I was too weak. But I've made up my mind. Even if it's only a single step, it is a step that I must take. I'm sorry, Amiya. I'm so sorry. To be an infected, it is to be part of a reunion. That is all we are, after all. Goodbye. Misha? Misha? Misha! Okay, so that theme, right? That theme that they were going into of fucking what was it? Right. You are equally guilty for standing aside. You are equally guilty for doing nothing. That is an interesting theme. That is an interesting thing to explore. That the only thing for evil men to succeed is for good men to do nothing. There is some truth in saying that every person who didn't do anything in the face of injustice is in part responsible for that injustice, complicit in that injustice. Rhodes Island is worse though. Rhodes Island is worse. They are lapdogs of the state. Right now, Rhodes Island is a lapdog of the state. Did we read R5 after? Fall back, everyone, regroup. Let them go. The enemy is going to cut off our squads at this rate. We can't afford to let that happen in case more reinforcements show up. These Union forces are not targeting us. Our top priority is to keep our operators safe. Snipers, stop attacking the fleeing Union forces. Focus on helping Madame Oshiguma first. So annoying. Oh, no, okay, we read this. Okay. No, I forget, that's the thing. As we read, I forget which one I read. I forget which ones I'm reading. So I have to go check, I have to read it a little bit to check, and then I realize, oh, okay, we read this, okay. It's dangerous to lose focus on the battlefield. I'm sorry, I just am having trouble understanding. Reunion has bunkered down inside an abandoned mine. That woman, W, also fell inside, the W person. I can give you some space if you need time alone. However, the LGD has no time to waste. Hoshiguma? Okay, why is Hoshiguma highlighted and not Chen? Ah! Hoshiguma gathered the others. Misha... Madame Chen, I have one concern. Concern? Yeah, with you, Chen, there's a lot of concerns to be had. W is a master of explosives. Chen telling Amiya to focus like she has any room to talk. That's why she's so bad as a character. She's so bitchy and bossy, and she has nothing to back it up. It's highly likely that she has deployed the traps on the battlefield. I'm worried that we'd sustain heavy casualties from a direct confrontation. My suggestion is for Rhodes Island to sneak into the mine while your forces set up an encirclement. We'll flush out the Union forces and you can arrest them immediately. And those who refuse to surrender will handle our way. How confident do you feel about facing that woman? More confident than I am about you facing her. I'm not sure, but we can bear that risk. We've fought her more than once before. At least we have some understanding of her fighting style. There are some risks that the LGD can't afford to shoulder. We can't afford to lose sight of the mission objective either. I want you guys to remember this talk about staying focused, alright? I'm gonna write it down. And not lose sight of the objective. I want you guys to remember this line in particular for chapter 4, I think. It comes back up in chapter 4. PC 94172, take our forces and surround the mines. Hoshiguma, pick out the few troops to take with you. We'll each take a squad and move in with Rhodes Island. Hoshiguma, you and Rhodes Island will split off and pincer them, destroy their base of operations and rout their defenses. I'll take care of the fire bases. For Lungmen's sake, we have to bring Misha back. Understood? I'll gather our operators. Chen, there's a small group of Union forces heading out along the edge of the mines. They're moving pretty quickly too. I'll head out first, otherwise we might lose them. Hurry, don't let them get away. No, Aerop in chat, it's not either or. It's both. She is an awfully written character because she is the most gigantic piece of shit hypocrite in the entire Arknights verse. But we're gonna get there later. That's chapter 6. You're gonna see in chapter 6 just how much of a gigantic piece of shit fucking hypocrite she is. And the game does not treat her like that. The game never punishes Chen for being a giant hypocrite. The game wants you to like her. The writers are so out of touch. Madame Shiguma, please wait a moment. When they ambushed us earlier, they were hiding some casters among their forces. I'd recommend taking 2 of our operators, Franca and Liskarm, with your squad. They have a lot of experience fighting casters. No problem. It feels like they made the fight between Tharura and Chen's storyline, then worked backwards into the intro. That's fair. I can see that. I can see why you'd think that they came up with the Chen and Tharura twist first, and then they reverse engineered the rest of the story. I can see why you would think that. Alright, let's do... Sorry, I didn't do the Franca voice. Alright, let's do this, shall we? What about you, Mia? Dr. Calcite told us to, Penguin Logistics is backing me up, so I'll be fine. Sounds like a plan. I can't stress this enough, but don't be too stubborn. Back off if the situation gets too rough. Amiya? I know. We don't have much time left. This isn't like Chernobyl. This time, it's our turn to stop Reunion. There is like one single stance where I can feel empathy for Chen, and is where she has a conversation with Roshiguma in chapter 6-7. Isn't that... yeah, I think that's chapter 6. I think that's chapter 6. No, wait, I need to read the 3-6 after. No. Impossible! Impossible! How could this be? Skullshatterer! Skullshatterer! We can't let Misha see this. Who here knows first aid? Get him over here now! Damn it, why did Mephisto refuse to come? What is he doing? He kept talking about some other plan. What the hell is with that? He was here, we would have been able to save so many people. We can't count on that guy anyway. He doesn't care about his comrades anyway. Don't blame yourself for things you can't control. Thanks for covering us, W. At least we were able to bring him back. If you want to thank me, do it through actions. Of course, we'll cover your escape. However, I have one request. Please promise to take care of Misha. Of course! After all, I am still of use to you, right? Please let me spend some time with Skullshatterer alone. I will take care of him. But... fine. W, it's a promise. One that you must keep. I know. I just said, let me spend some time with him alone. But you should get going. Lungmen and Rhodes Island will come barging in any moment now. I guess the people here are going to die too. My oh my, what a dilemma we have. Misha, so many more people are going to die because of you. What a pity. You're really getting on my nerves, W. You won't get anything from me. Oh, scary. You know, that bunny girl seems to really care about you. But that Chan lady seems different. She won't show mercy to anyone. Maybe she'll decide to spare your life because she needs you. But you've seen enough in Ursus to know what will happen first. Well, oh my god. But you've seen enough in Ursus to know what will happen after that, right? If you come with me now, it's still not too late. Although, you'd still have to watch all our reunion friends sacrifice themselves. I suppose that's just their fate, though. Such pitiful things. Ah, that's right. Even though you saw everything that happened, you know, how do I put this? I really don't have the spare energy to drag a Skullshatterer back to Chernobog. Shut up! I'm just telling the truth. I mean, the situation here is hopeless after all. Hurry and let me know once you've cleared your head, okay? No, I swear I'll bring a Skullshatterer back to life. Skullshatterer isn't dead. Skullshatterer cannot die. If he was here, he'd protect us. All of us. I just know this is what he would have done. Everyone is just like me. We're all infected. I am also one of them. We have nowhere to go. Everyone needs to be protected. This is a Skullshatterer's legacy. Aura? Aura? That was kinda aura. That was kinda aura. Not, I don't wanna say it, that was kinda aura. I'm gonna go refill my water bottle. I'm gonna be gone for like 2 minutes, so don't miss me too much, okay? Miss me an appropriate amount. I don't have the ducks. I don't have the ducks open. Hold on. I don't have the duck game open. Hold on. There's the duck game. Hold on. There you go. You guys can watch the ducks. Guess who's back? Back again. It's SUPAH's back. Tell a friend. Fuck, I forgot my earbuds in the bathroom. Hold on. Guess who's back? Back again. SUPAH's back. Tell a friend. Yes, I washed my hands. Cioè, devo menzionare che nell'anime Rose Island dice che non uccide i nemici. Ok, ma è canon l'anime? È quello che... Mi sa che l'anime è una continuità separata. Non è canon alla continuità del gioco. Did you guys enjoy the dogs? Did you guys enjoy watching the dogs? Let's continue. Yeah, I said that separate continuity, yeah. That's what I was saying. I think the anime is a separate continuity. I don't think it's canon to the game continuity. I think they're separate continuities. We've broken through the first defensive line. What are the casters doing? Even though there's only one enemy in the vanguard, why are they just watching her tear us apart? Hurry, take her out! Franca, you're getting out of range. I can't give you cover from here. Do I look that reckless to you? Watch your 4 o'clock. Leskam, it's time for your debut. Be a sweetie and block the enemy's ranged attack, won't you? Quick, faster! Focus down the one with the sword first. Did we get her? Huh? Don't even think about it. You call those attacks, or are you just throwing sticks and stones? Whoa! Where's this one come from? I owe you one, Captain. My pleasure. However, Franca, your task was to launch a feint attack. Instead, you fought your way all the way here. You have a huge target over your head now. Is that fine with you? Sure is. After all, I have a trusty partner, after all. 10 out of 10 writing. Oh my god, 10 out of 10 writing. Franca, you charged way too far ahead. See? She caught up to us. I'm not used to this kind of stuff. Why are you making me charge headlong into the enemy? I don't get it. Huh? Kurt says LGD and Rhode Island are working together. There's no way we can defend this place. We can't afford to hesitate. It's do or die. Everyone, charge! The enemies are rushing straight at us. Die! If you plan to resist, you leave me with no choice. Don't take it personally. You... Bah! Blah! Ah! Madame, you're, quite strong. Is it me or is it getting hot in here? That reunion fellow, not his lucky day. Whew, I wish that was me, Madame Moshigoma. They've got some nerve to attack us like that. I feel bad for him. They should apologize to everyone who fell by their hands. Inspector, I'm glad to see that you're all fine. We've collapsed their flank. The next step is to launch our all-out assault. Fine by me. Tutto sembra di star procedendo alla grande. That That probably won't last much longer. The enemies have set up many obstacles and are doing a good job of staying hidden. Mia, be prepared for a fight. Dr. SUPAH, make sure you scout things out thoroughly and protect your squads. Of course. Everyone, let's go rescue Misha together. 3-7 after. Liskarm has canon masochism. Don't let them get through! W should have escaped with Misha! We can't let... Out of my way! Do you have a death wish? Wag! Oh, that savage fighting style reminds me of someone I know from Rhode Island. They do have a lot in common, don't they? Franca, don't just stand there. Hurry up and do something. Sure. Huh, looks like all those legends about Lungmen's inspector are true. Presta attenzione. Hey, I'm not just staring at other people. Bang! Ah! See those enemy squads on the second floor? I found them first. Ottimo lavoro. Andiamocene. Non possiamo lasciare che il nostro cliente se la sbrighi da solo. Franca, have you found Misha? I can't find her anywhere. W probably already took her away. Don't you think that was a bit too fast? Huh? What was that? An explosion? Franca, gather your squad. We have to back up the LGD, not to back up, sorry. The LGD. Rhode Island, watch out. This enemy, they... What happened? Talk to me. The enemy, what? That's... How is that possible? What? Is this some kind of trick? It's a miracle! It's a miracle! Huh? Why? Don't just stand there, take cover! We've been sent a miracle! Is that you? It's really you! He's fine! He's fine again! Skullshatterer is still alive! Skullshatterer, it's really you! Hooray! Could it be? No. Reunion's morale has been boosted since the appearance of their leader. It'll be more difficult to suppress them now. Motherfucker, was this written by ChatGPT? I know it wasn't, because this was written in 2019. So, it's kind of impressive. Chen is written in a way it seems like a ChatGPT did it. Skullshatterer, things are looking dire. But at least you've come back to us. I'm so relieved. I'm so glad. Misha should have made it out of here as well. Now we can fight without any regrets.
I will stay here and hold them back. You should all go. I'll protect you all.
What are you talking about, Skullshatterer? Didn't you promise that we'd go back to Ursus together? We still have to teach them a lesson.
Take care of yourselves. Don't die.
No, impossible. Hurry up and move it! Hoshiguma, contact the LGD forces stationed outside immediately. We've neutralized most of the traps and ambushes. The enemy leader, W, and the target are still missing. Right now, we're charging the mission objectives. All squads move in and take out Reunion. Why? Why is this happening? No. Womp womp. Womp womp. What can I say beside womp womp? Ah, they're still fighting back. Skullshatterer. As long as we can push them back, victory will be ours.
Yes. Right now, we have no choice but to fight.
These guys are pretty tough. Ah, damn that shield of yours. She's the one from the LGD. It's not too late to put down your weapons and surrender. Unless you want to die in vain right here. You'd expect us to believe you? Liar. Also, they said the same thing before, but they executed those infected one by one. I don't get it. We keep killing their friends and it somehow makes them angry. Yeah, why is this happening? Yeah, like, who gives a shit, right? That's the core of chapter 2 and chapter 3. Who gives a shit? The only thing this chapter has achieved is that I hate Chen with a burning passion. That is all it has achieved. I hid beneath the bodies of the slain, holding my breath in order to survive. There are no depths to which your kind won't stoop in order to exterminate us. Aren't you just trying to round us up so you can kill us faster? Very well. You've made your choice then. You're not getting through them, big fella. They won't listen to reason. They can't even distinguish between good and even, Lungmen and Arsus. In that place, no, in many places, only hatred exists between those who are infected and those who are not. It seems that because of that, all communication has broken down, even though there's another path in front of our eyes.
Another path?
Act 1 is that war crimes are okay if you're the one doing it, because it never gets brought up and justice is never served. Seriously, never let the Act 1 writers cook ever again.
What could we possibly do? And what could you accomplish?
Don't waste any more time listening to their lies. Skullshatterer, let's get rid of them together. Explosions? He's planning to surround us from multiple directions. Reads like a Wattpad fanfic. Oh, that's perfect. Act 1 is like a Wattpad fanfic of Act 2. It's like if someone read Act 2 and then just made a Wattpad fanfic, that's what Act 1 feels like. Oh my god. Our flank will collapse if we can seize the initiative. Prepare to counterattack. Skullshatterer, I'll cover you. Just kill them and the battle will be over. Skullshatterer!
I have to go back with all of you. I have to! Dash, 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 dash.
We don't have much time left. Hoshiguma! I'm ready. Act carefully. Don't show the enemy any signs of weaknesses. I won't give them an opening. Watch out, the enemy is charging forward. Amiya, stay away from the enemy. That's... Doctor, what should I do? You know what you have to do, Amiya. But I don't want to. I'm sorry, Doctor,
Amiya?
Why? Why did you become like this?
Amiya, I guess this was our fate all along.
Amiya, what are you doing? Hurry! Oh no, wait, why did I put the filter? Madame Chen, That's enough. It's time to put an end to this. Madame Chen, there is one thing I must tell you. From now on, you'd better treat all infected the same way as your enemies. Life is unfair. If you want to hate someone, then hate me. Oh, I am. LGD attack. I love they were trying to be deep with that. You can so much feel like the writers were trying to be deep with that little Chen segment. Oh, treat all the infected as your enemy, Amiya. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Oh my god.
Which insect is falling into my trap?
Alright.
But a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam.
That one.
Disarm.
There you go. Misha! No, Misha!
A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Fa bel tempo oggi.
I swear to God, Lungmen skill tree is like the funniest skill in the game. It's not the strongest, but it's definitely the funniest. Like, when I activate Lungmen, oh my god, when I activate Lungmen skill tree, and like the enemy just vaporizes, that is funny as fuck. The sniper rifles weren't invented yet.
Don't keep me better lose your step. I'll plant you into the soil to grow target cripple. I know
Target crippled.
no one will find.
Oh, okay. Lore accurate, yeah. This is lore. I want to remind you all, this is a lore accurate team, okay? We have Exia here. Canonically, she just called Lungmen over, okay? Real quick. She just called Lungmen over, okay?
Take a breather and tally up your losses. Nothing worth celebrating here. We might be dead in a second or two.
All right, let's finish this god-awful chapter. Amiga, it's over now. People always have a way of surpassing your expectations. You have yet to do that, Chen. You have yet to do that. Even more so when it comes to the infected. Power begets madness, and desire begets depravity. They are cancers, rolling away all that is good in the world. I don't think this mask will have any particular significance for you. I think if you want to keep it, I won't stop you. Just know that one day your room will be filled with masks like this. All people must bear the consequences for the choices they make, infected or otherwise. Skullshatterer after being obliterated by a fucking orbital cannon, but somehow still being intact. I'm sorry. Madame Chen, Listen to me. These people, reunion, if they're willing to listen to you, then you can do everything in your power to help them. But if they've decided to abandon the voices of reason and dedicate their lives to the pursuit of madness, you should not hesitate any longer. She did no evil, nor did we put an end to any evil here today. This happened just because of a choice she made. Nobody has the right to stop her, and nobody has the right to blame her. But I don't know, I always felt that we had a duty to help those in need. But why did it have to end like this? Why did she have to bear this consequence alone? Is what Rhode Island's doing truly right? When one is infected with Ripody, her life is no longer her own. Perhaps through the eyes of Rhode Island, those who are on the wrong path can still be redeemed. But for me and the LGD, that is not the case. If necessary, we might have to... I just want to break this never-ending cycle. Even if it's only bit by bit. But if everything will just end up like this, then I can only... Amiga. Are you doubting yourself? I don't know. The infected seem to be doomed to death, either by the hands of hostiles or through their own making. This tragedy will continue to repeat again and again. In this vicious cycle of hatred, there is only one way for the infected to regain hope, other than eliminating Ripody itself. And that is to cast aside its chains of thorns and put an end to hatred itself. Amiga, mercy comes at a cost that not all can afford. Rhode Island cannot become the LGD, nor can it do what the LGD does. Choosing the number of infected that you're willing to accept, or choosing how many people to save through your benevolent methods, these are things that only Rhode Island can do, or rather, these are things only Rhode Island is willing to do. But I cannot do these things, and especially not the LGD. At least you will also honor his memory, not just his comrades. If your room will be filled with these masks, then so be it. Remember, this is your business, and no one else's. Amiya, the infected actually do deserve human rights and not to be murdered. No, they don't. Chen, no, they don't. Get back to work killing the infected. It's so lame. It's so lame. My little leader of Rhode Island. Why is she being condescending? Okay, let's add that to the list. Condescending. Let's add that to the list. If you've already steeled yourself to bear this burden, then make your decision and accept the consequences. Okay, hold on. You know, now that I think about it, it's funny how Lazy and Chen have pretty much the same jackboot cop job, but somehow Lazy, the secret police political officer, ends up being way more interesting. Because Lazy is competent, that's the main difference, right? I could excuse Chen's behavior if she was any competent. Madame Chen, LGD will clear the scene before finishing up. Afterwards, I'll get in touch with that doctor, with that other doctor. Doctor, let's go. People's fates always have a strange way of intertwining. They cross with each other and they clash with each other. Even a grandmaster can be put in check by unexpected developments. But in the end, all is still well. For at least, I can look forward for what the future has in store for us. Dog shit. That was dog shit. Oh my god. That was infuriating. That was maddening to read. I am actually angry after reading this. It's not often that I get genuinely angry reading a story. This did it. This did it. This made me actually angry. It's so bad. It's so bad. In every way, every possible angle you could analyze Chapter 3, it's not good. It's a complete dog water. And in a better story, you know, in a better overarching story, I would understand that Chapter 3 is just, you know, a setup for themes that are gonna come up later. You know, Chapter 3 set up a lot of themes, okay? However, I know that in Act 1, they are not going to act on those themes. In other words, this chapter was completely useless like Chapter 2. However, it was even worse than Chapter 2. The only issue with Chapter 2 is that it was boring. This is actively dog shit. This is terrible. All it does is remind you that this is an unsatisfying, poorly thought out, poor story. That's all it does. It's dog shit. They meant for it to be deep and tragic, but it just falls flat, because those themes that they set up here don't get explored at all. They don't do anything with it. Chapter 3 was meaningless. Not just that, there are so many scenes that are just infuriating, like every scene that Chen is in. She's the most giant hypocrite in the universe, especially knowing the Chapter 5 plot twist. There's gonna be a plot twist regarding Chen at the end of Chapter 5. I'm not gonna spoil what that plot twist is, but having that plot twist in mind, this is horrendous. If this is your first time reading, right? If this is your first time reading, it would end up here. Right, if this was truly your first time reading. but I know what happened later. I know what this leads to. I know some plot twists. So reading this with that knowledge in mind, chapter 3 is just so bad. Oh my god, it's unbearable. That's the thing, Kexaru. Your room will be filled with masks. That's a good line. As I said, it's setting up a lot of themes. It's setting up a lot of stuff. But then you read the other chapters and nothing... It doesn't go anywhere. They don't do anything with it. Your room will be filled with those masks. They don't do anything with that. Fucking Misha being like, oh, all it takes for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. That goes nowhere as well in Act 1. Okay, keep in mind that this is all about Act 1. I'm talking about Act 1 in a vacuum. Yeah, it just seems like they had very vague, shitty philosophical ideas in mind when making this, but no concrete plan for the story. Like, it's bad. It's not good. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I don't have it in me to continue reading. I don't have it in me. Next up, we're gonna start chapter 4. We're gonna introduce Frost Nova. Yeah, story was so bad, I genuinely don't have it in me to continue reading. I genuinely don't have it in me to continue to chapter 4. I don't have that strength. I'm weak, I don't have that power in me. Will you read event stories? Some. I'm reading some specific events. That's what I'm doing. Okay, everyone, thank you for coming to... Hold on, let me change... Where is it? There you go, once per day. Yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my crash outs, and that's it. See you next time. See you next week for chapter 4, I think. Maybe. I don't know if I have it in me. Bye-bye. Max out your Gummy.